that. So we
Oh,
don't.
got it.
We have a little less than usual. We only have 13 today, which is surprising. Like the last few times we've had about 19 or 20. So um, that's totally fine because you know what? I think we're cutting the times down to like a 2 hour limit now.
Oh,
But we're gonna be start doing prizes too. So I'm gonna be doing a today at the very end of the stream. I'm doing a prize for one fast pass. So the next time you guys come, you're gonna be the first one heard, and then we're gonna do a prize for 300 caddy coins. So both of them are completely random. They're gonna be at the very end of the stream. So if you guys are sticking around to the end of the stream and you're here, you'll get your prize. But
amazing.
all right, so
Oh,
we've
I
got
love that hosting it. It's fun to just hanging out and let you like do all the speaking. Normally, like I'd be like, no, I love just hanging out and sitting down. That's the best
no
part.
pressure for you at all.
sure.
That's all on me.
Yeah, it's all you. I talk so much on Mondays for 3 hours.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, I can
oh my
just
god, dude! All that talking you do, dude. Like my jaw hurts. Like I got TMJ, which is like if you talk too much, eat too much, laugh too much, your jaw will start hurting. And I
Oh
have that
shit.
in like just the 2 hours we're doing this. I'm like, oh, like dude, you go for hours, man. It's
uh,
crazy.
I just love talking. I talk every Monday for 3 hours, and after I don't talk for the rest of the week. I'm like, I let everything out. I'm like, and then after I don't know. I have so much energy. It's
Your poor
I'm
audience.
definitely a professional yapper. That's 100% my job. So
Oh man, that's great. Okay. Well, okay. Oh, we got 14 now, so it looks like people are still dropping it. But once we get the wheel going, I don't think I'm gonna be able to drop them into the wheel. Maybe I can. I don't know. I haven't figured the wheel out yet. So, but let
I'll be
me
back
see.
in 1 second. I'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna
I,
grab the names. So, Andrea, how's your trip going so far?
it's pretty well. I just arrived home and it was pretty intense. Now we have to do the negotiations for two Italian artists, which is gonna be pretty interesting stuff with Warner Music. I can talk about it, but it's pretty big on the Italian industry, so pretty different from what I
Dude,
usually do. It's still
dude,
exciting.
working with Warner is such a big deal, dude. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Congrats on that, honestly, dude. That's so sick.
thank you, thank you. And now
Hell yeah.
I gotta get back on May on more Lost Identity stuff. So from half May, I'm gonna work much more on the Lost Identities project. But
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
for now, this Warner experience was quite totalizing. I've been working like 14, 15 hours a day for the last at least 7 days
Yeah,
on those two projects, and let's see how it goes. It's going
dude.
pretty well, though.
That's awesome, dude. Well, all right, guys. It looks like we got everybody here. I've got the wheel up. Now, like I said, I've never used the wheel, so you're going to have to bear with me if it doesn't work properly. But we do have, I believe, two fast passes. One of the guys is not here today, but I remember it was Latte. Can you remind me the name? I know it was like someone named Noah, No One, and something else. Excuse me for not remembering. Let me check. All right.
The
So we got.
emoticon, like the emoji near the names are so sick. Like it's
Oh, you like the
really well
the
done.
badges?
Yeah, the badger. Yeah, it's really
So-
sick. It's really well
Dude,
done.
thank you. So those badges are actually their faction choices. So it goes along with the story. So you
Ah,
become a cadmium born, which gets you involved into the story. That's the role you buy. And then at the end of it, it's like two sides to it. You could choose one. And if you're in the lore section, the cadmium born section, you actually get special missions for every faction. So the ones with the blue are called guardians. The one with the red are called depleters. They all have their own little area. That's why like you see some people with red and then the red shield, or blue with the gold or blue shield. Um, yeah, that's they chose a side, and they're basically a team, and their job is to work together to complete missions, and they get rewards for it.
How do you
that's so
buy stuff
cool.
in there? Like what channel?
Say that again.
How do you buy stuff in your thing?
So it's probably similar to yours, where you like I use a Tatsu app. So you just basically like command this bot to open a shop, and then when you open it, there's like a list of all the items that are for sale, and then you just
Oh,
click.
got it.
Yeah, and you just click it, and then you go to the redeem section and just open it up and press use, and then it automatically gives you. And then I get tagged for things like perks and stuff like that, so that way I know that someone purchased something.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice,
it's
sick. I was curious. That's really nice.
yeah, but okay. So I think the fast pass was no name or no, sorry, no one. He said. So I know that. No, I see no one out there. No one. How would you come on up? We didn't get to we. There was one of the last people, and we didn't get to listen to their song, and I felt bad for that, but I had to go. All right, let's see. No one. Did you send a song in? Actually, I'm not. Let me see if you're here. No, 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 no. I'm hearing some beeps. Under Project Tetsu. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. There you are. All right, come on up. Oop, don't start yet. Come on up. No one. You are invited to speak.
Where's no one?
No one's here.
There we
No
go.
one's speaking. No one's
Hello.
speaking.
No one's here.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Well, um, I'm glad to see you guys. Sorry, the anxiety just killed me right now.
Hey, don't
It's
freak
okay,
out.
man.
Okay, we're all just hanging out, chilling. We're just having a good time. So no need for anxiety around here. But
Yeah,
hey,
still trying to
so
overcome
let me ask you,
it.
what you got for us today?
It's more of a cinematic genre. It's nothing like um the usual EDM that I used to do. It's more of cinematic approach. Well, this is one of the songs that I created for a specific game that releases a lot of like great OST. So I got inspiration from them actually.
Awesome, man.
So,
And so,
Nice.
so how long you been making music for?
uh, 5 years since I was 14 right now. Currently, I'm 19.
Okay, welcome to adulthood.
So, yeah, hope you guys do enjoy.
Yeah, of course. Let's hop into it. Everybody, this is Project Tetsu with his song forgive me, Amphireus, The Eternal Land. All right, we're gonna be doing like a 2 minute limit just because we've got a lot of people and we're only doing like 2 hour sessions. But awesome song, dude. And what was that name called again? Real quick, what is Amphorius? Is he still up here with us?
Oh no, he's not here anymore.
He's not even in the. Oh no, he's. Yeah, just.
Is he on it?
You want to come back up? So.
Yeah, here he is. It's coming back or not? Yeah.
there he is.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So Amphoris is like one of the locations that they've like expanded into the game recently. So the OSTs in there and like the storyline in that particular game is like very enticing in that sense. So I just named the location itself as the title of the
Gotcha.
music.
Awesome. Good to know. So there's a little bit of backstory to it. Let's go ahead and jump into some feedback then. Lost Identities, you are our primary special guest today. How about you kick us off?
Yeah, so the song is pretty interesting, like on a harmonic point of view, and I see that the development overall of the song sounds a little bit slow. So my suggestion would be to have like sections that move a little bit faster, or at least we have like a little bit more accents, because in the whole first section, like the first minutes or yeah, minute and a half, I would say, there's like a bit of a static and not clear way where the accent is. So I would suggest to add a little bit of elements that point where the accents are and move forward on the structure. So that would be the first thing. And the other, maybe since the song is still like a slow developing intro, I would suggest to work a little bit more with automations and stuff to open up a little bit more, like gradually the elements, so that you still have like um, there's never a section where everything is still and it's always moving forward. So that will be my suggestion for the song.
All right,
Cool.
thank you so much.
Awesome. Snails, you don't have to join if you don't want to. You just want to hang out and just listen to everything. But if you have some feedback, feel free to just jump in, man. If you have something, let us know.
Yeah, I had a few things. But again, you guys are king of this type of music. I'm more like the weird type of like music guy. So I don't know if my input's gonna be as strong as you guys, but I can say what I noted. You know, just for fun, if that's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you got something you want to point out, just we're all here for fun and just honest feedback. So, did you
Yeah,
have
sick.
something? Did you have something for no one, or did you?
The little few thing I had was in the intro. There's like a pluck that comes in like in the first like before the build and everything. I didn't know if the first one was off beat, kind of like like it was coming off like not on the time like the other one that like, and I didn't know if that was supposed to be like this. I know that I feel like because everything else kind of like so on grid, I felt like that one off kind of like flew off. I don't know if that was supposed to be like this or not. That was just like a thing I noted. There was a white noise layer, kind of like the same thing. Sounded like a neural bass or like something that was under that. I feel it kind of took away a little bit the beautifulness of the melody, because everything was so pretty. And I'm not sure if it was the noise itself that maybe I would personally change, but that was another note I had too. And not sure if they were supposed to. I feel like the song so pretty needs like some sort of vocal to kind of like um balance kind of like the construction, because if not, it's a little bit. I felt it was a bit long, but I feel with a vocal in there would be like super nice, super cool, like just would be fitting perfectly in my opinion. That's just like a note I have. So not sure if those make sense, but it is what I had on my paper.
You had awesome feedback, dude.
Hmm.
Uh,
Um, yeah. Did you have anything you want to say? No one.
yeah, I think the intention was to just go with the flow, but then I didn't notice that it was offbeat until until Snails pointed it out. So I just want to appreciate
I mean,
on.
like I love the swing. Like I thought it was a swing, kind of like da, da. So if there's a vocal leading that, things could be cool. I just didn't realize if it was intentional or an IP mistake. It's kind of like I don't know, man. I do some. I do. happy mistake every day, you know. So I feel like it's cool because it's outside the box. I just didn't want. I just want to ask to know what it was. It's nothing like against what like it doesn't change anything to the song. I think it's cool and like it was nice. It was more something I felt that maybe break a little bit the beat for me when I was listening. When I was like oh, and then it comes back. But again, like I love and respect every type of creative decision.
Hey, thank you so much, though. I'll try to improve on that. In that sense.
Of course.
I, yeah.
Cool. Awesome, dude. So I'm gonna give you my feedback, and what I'll do is what I like to do is I like copy it, and you want? Would you like me to put it in your comment just so you have the feedback on your?
Yeah, sure. Sure, sure,
Okay,
sure.
yeah. I'll usually do that for everybody. So if anyone doesn't want me to do that, just tell me beforehand because I'm just gonna automatically do it. But one of the things that I noticed was there was a huge dynamic change from the intro to the point where more stuff came in. And I mean, if I were just to point out like on here, like I'm just gonna go through it, but like here was so soft, and it got enormously louder. Like I don't know if that was intentional, but it just I almost wasn't sure if the song was starting or not. So that was something I wanted to point out there. That I would probably balance it out just a little bit more so it doesn't seem like unintentional. Um, there was a point where the bass comes in, and I felt like it could have used a little bit more elements to kind of just keep me captivated because I felt like it was just like a bass and like some piano stuff. But it was kind of like okay, yeah, I'm kind of falling off the interest kind of part here. I would probably just add some elements, ear candy, thing like that. Then there was a part, so that there's that, and then I also really like the piano piece around 130. Just want to point that out. Vocal, so there was a vocal sample in here. I think it's out of key. I think it hits a note out of key, and you're playing either a minor and that was a major or vice versa. But something with that vocal didn't sound right. I would definitely look into that because it threw me off when I heard it, and I was like, that doesn't sound like it fits. Um, I think that was around 140 ish. Um, also, there's the part where it's like really like loud, like this. I would consider adding like an arpeggiated synth or like a violin that's like dun, 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 something like this to kind of just keep the flow going because the stops and goes they kind of I don't know. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like a drop or what this section exactly is supposed to be, but it's not keeping me drawn in. So I would consider a couple of these new details. I think it's going to really help improve the song, and there's not really a lot of them, but just adding those in will just definitely give it that little extra bit that it needs to be a more fulfilled song. And that's pretty much all I have to say.
Right. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you all for doing this. I appreciate it a lot. This is my first time ever coming on stage, like talking here. So it helps me a bit to know that it's all casual and like, there's no there's no need for me to feel anxious about
Of course,
submitting.
man.
And
It's a safe space here. It's
It
fun.
really is.
course.
This whole server is just super safe space, and same with Snail's servers. He has got an amazing community there. So no one's here to judge. We are all here to help each other grow, and we are the seedlings of the forest. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And thank you so much for coming up, man. And like I said, when you come up next time, just no need to pop anxiety pills. Just come on up, and we'll have a good time.
I mean, his name is Daddy. Like, of course, this place is a good place.
I mean, seriously.
Safer than that.
Yeah,
Come to
like
me, son. All right. Well, Noah, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for using your fast pass
thank you
today,
so
and
much.
we'll be
I'll
moving on
step
to
off.
the next person. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you so much for joining.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. All right. One down. Whew. It's a long feedback on that one. All right. So let's see what we got next. Now we're gonna finally use the wheel of death.
oh, dude, you're gonna start seeing
Dun,
people
dun.
hate it. Like people love and hate it. It's like the most like it's fun though because it's fair. That's why I
Yeah.
like it because like you can complain. It's like, it's all like it's random. It's not
Yeah,
rigged.
right?
It's not rigged.
Not rigged. Okay, so I think I have to delete this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so all right, let's do this. The first spin. Can I get a drum roll, please? Oh, it comes with music.
Oh,
Oh damn, that's wild. Mine doesn't come with music like this.
Oh, we got Duck Wilder. Duck Wilder in
Oh
the house, please.
shit!
Can I get Duck
The duck.
Wilder?
The duck.
Where's the
is
duck?
the Duck Wilder.
Where are you at? I saw him earlier.
Oh,
I
he was
know
there. He
you.
was just talking. If you tag him,
Oh yeah, let's tag him. He's probably at work or something.
he was there earlier.
Duck Wilder, where are you?
That's where I heard him.
He's here
Oh, hey
hiding.
look. Hey, look, we're at 20 right now. We're at a consistent 20. This is so awesome, dude.
See?
We were kind of falling in and out of like between 17 and 20 like the last several times. But now we're like sticking at around 20. That's awesome. Now I haven't hit 25 yet. So if we hit 25, then we are really golden. Hey, there he is. He's back.
Amazing.
Let's go. Come on up. If you can. If you're at work, that's okay. What
I-
up, Ducky?
Ducky.
Ducky.
You know, I gotta say, Cad, that wheel is just immaculate.
You know what? I really do wonder who made this beautiful wheel.
I wonder who designed that beautiful wheel.
I
It's a
heard he's a
beautiful wheel.
daddy. I heard he's a daddy.
Yeah, well, I will have to give it to Duck Wilder for making this wheel for me. Thank you for sending this over. It's awesome. Colors are nice. They got the symbol in there. Beautiful. All right, man. What you got for us today?
So this is the first time that I dove into Serum and made all my own leads and all my own bases.
Okay.
So don't tear me to shreds, but absolutely tear me to shreds. Little bit of dance floor DMB vibe, a little lower than what I normally do, not as like in your face with that duck bass.
Okay.
But the song speaks for itself. Run it.
Cool. I think this is definitely going to be more of Snail's realm when it comes to feedback, for sure.
No, I
But,
want to hear your feedback. You're the host. I'm just chilling here. I'm just driving, cruising.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. We'll see. We'll see what comes up. We'll see what he's got for us today. Let's jump into it, though.
Taking clouds and moving head.
right, that was Duck Wilder with Moving Hands. All right.
Kat, have you ever
Awesome.
done like radio shows? Because you have the voice for it.
I know.
Oh, that's a compliment. No, I've never thought about it, but I don't feel like I do. I just feel like every time I hear my voice on anything, I'm just cringing at myself. I'm like, why do I sound this way? But
No, I feel like you should have heard like the demo we did for the song we were writing. Like whenever you were writing some vocal demo on it, like it
oh
was good. I loved it.
no, it was not, dude. It was so bad.
I'll find it. I'll
That's
find
the
it.
Gotta
I'll
last
put
release
it
thing.
that
up.
one. Gotta release it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna
I'll release
exploit me,
that.
dude. Yeah, it's just gonna be me on the track. It's just gonna be just terrible.
And that's how
Yeah.
Duck Wilder avoided getting roasted.
Literally, Snails has blackmail of me with that voice memo. But okay, Lost Identities. Take it away, please.
So, moving hands, Duck Welder. The overall idea of the structure is pretty solid, but there's like a bunch of things I would reconsider, especially on the mixing side. Like the kick itself might be a little bit too boomy. I would recommend choosing a different kick at all for this song because it's taking up a lot of space, and in general the whole song on the heavier bass sections is really bass driven. I would give way more airy part, like more openness on the high end and on the sides, which is a little bit lacking at the moment. And also like I do like the vocals, but in the first breaks especially, you have like this vocal throwing and then 4 bars of silence, and that like it's a little bit too uh like boring for the audience, and might be like I would suggest to give there either like more of the vocal or some leads answering to the melody of the vocal. So having like maybe the vocal singing and as an answer a plucky on the background, but that's still making a melody just to keep the listener engaged, because that's I think that's the something that's really important now. The listener has to be always concentrated on something. If there's like pieces where nothing is happening, that might be the time someone skips the song. So that would be my suggestion here.
Definitely,
Am I
definitely.
destroyed? Am I destroying the what?
You're,
What?
you're
Sorry.
getting a lot. You're getting a lot of shit for your mic.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
the mic, the
You're
mic
like,
is
let's
rough.
sample it, turn
The
it into a
mic is
It's
song.
not
really
bad.
rough, brother. It's like
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Let
it's
me
like,
let me try to fix it now.
I,
Wait a
I
second.
caught all.
do you
like
have
you can-
if you have a Mac maybe or something? I think it's just um maybe maybe the mic from your laptop or something.
yeah,
Is
maybe,
definitely
maybe just use your desktop, your actual laptop mic or something, because I think
yeah.
it's probably
It's
just
like
the
really
mic.
rough to hear. Like it's hard to it's like a little bit
You
hard.
got change your
Is this
pitch.
better? 1, 2, 3. Is this better?
So much
Yes.
better.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Did you understand a single word of what I said?
A little bit.
I caught all of it. I
Yeah.
understood all of it.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
good. He's just saying that so you don't go again.
No, no, I
You're
I
wrong.
have like crazy multi-attention span.
No. All right. Awesome, dude. Snails, would you like to say something?
So you covered the kick part. That was one of my biggest thing. I feel like the kick was a little bit funky, just mushy. Especially now it's like I would just maybe refine a tighter kick. It sounds like a vengeance kick. So I would probably go into like I know Ivory. I always name those two because they're fucking super goaded like sample pack. But Ivory sample pack has amazing drums for drum bass, and of course Ultra Riot. I use them all the time to be honest. Like no shame. I think they're really nice. I think they're tight. I think they're snappy. I think it would fit better to make just your song more like just tighter in general. I like the melody. I like everything. Definitely not loud enough, but I know you just turned to Ableton, so I won't give you much on this. I think like just a classic Pro L, just a limiter on it, like with 510 dB, just so you know what you work with. I think like that would not to push it too much, but just to have a little idea of like kind of like what are the sound in general, because it's so low now that just the bass that you have, it's cool, but with the sub and everything, it's hard to give it like 100% like feedback, But everything I liked, everything in there I really liked, to be honest. It was everything clean, really well done. Um, construction wise, I think Andres talked about it, so I would say the same. A little bit long in my opinion, but and I like the vocal, and now Sunflower is making vocal, so I better hear a bunch of vocals from you guys. I'll be looking out for that. But I like the whole um I like how everything is put together. I think it was great. I think it's a great demo. So that's
Did
why
you
I would
say
say.
Sunflower is
Thank you.
making vocals?
Yeah, she just got her mic, and I've been on her and be like, "What? You have vocal now? You have vocal now?" Every day. So and she, I know she does her first take, and it's really great. By the way, Sunflower's Duck showed me. I didn't
Hey,
know if
that's
that was secret or not, but
cool.
you guys
No, it
now
wasn't.
have no excuses.
Yeah, seriously. Now you guys are like a perfect team.
Yeah, literally
Yeah, yeah.
power team right
I
there.
wish my wife
But
could
it's
sing.
pretty sick. I love the vibe of it. It's really cool. Snare is cool. But yeah, mainly the drums, loudness, construction. But the whole genre is a really good demo.
Hell yeah. Um, awesome feedback. I have a lot of similar things. I would say like just gonna point out some nitpicky stuff. The synth in the beginning, I felt like it was so random. I would probably filter that synth in. Like there was like a stabby synth right in the beginning, and it just felt out of place. Made it feel kind of like unintentional or random. So maybe just filter that one in until it comes into the drops, and just kind of like go from a high cut filter and then opening it up until those drums come in. I agree with the kick. It was a bit boomy, so don't need to harp on that one. I felt like a lot of the overall across the whole song, some transitions were needed. I think that's kind of taking away a lot of the interest in the song. I think transitions are super important in songs, more important than people can actually think. If you ever go listen to a Virtual Riot song, that dude has a million transitions and they sound amazing. It just keeps you captivated, you know? So transitions are something I think is missing. And then again, you have a different kick on like the second drop, and it was really weird kick. I would not use that kick. Try using like he said, like those ivory. I mean, this Noisia also has amazing
Oh
samples
yeah,
on.
and King, Super King.
Dude,
Definitely,
That
definitely.
that is
I use
definitely a
Noisia
noisy kick.
sample pack. Yeah, I use their sample packs for anything I do drum and bass, dude, and it's so easy to come up with great drum and bass with their sample pack. So, but I would say overall, like the mix was actually pretty decently clean. I didn't have too much crazy. I felt like maybe the sub was just a little too powerful. But that
Yeah,
might
that
be
sub
just
is
my,
hit.
yeah, it's a bit much. So just find the balance there. And yeah, but overall, it was pretty good, clean mix. I didn't think I see that you're actually going using some good compression. I'm seeing the improvements since I first heard you. So awesome, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Getting better every week.
Oh yeah, dude.
I know you're working so hard, truly, and that's really inspiring for whoever is watching this. I would say that Duck and his wife, Sunflower, since 4 months, I won't say bad word, every dang day they're working. They have like their job, but they're working every day, and it's really inspiring for me, but also for a lot of other people that would watch them. And I know because on my server every day they're all like on VC making music, checking, working hard, DJing. I think
Yeah.
like they're a really great example of like work hard, play hard. I think like at the end of the day that's how it goes and it shows. So I just wanted to point that out.
Thank you. That means a lot.
It shows.
We work really hard at this.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
I
and
say it too.
that's well deserved. I push whenever I see that. This is the type of um behavior I really encourage, and it's inspiring, but also it's like that's the type of like you guys deserve the success that's gonna happen because you guys put the effort, and everybody deserve this. But how when I see this, I'm like, this is truly amazing. It's really nice, and it shows the hard work that it needs. So people sometimes they don't see that part of the background of like working every day, trying new stuff, recording vocal, buying a mic, all of this. I think it's really it go like some people don't see that, but it's truly the core of like what it is to be passionate and fueled by music. I think that's really important to mention if no one told you, but for a lot of people out here, it's really. I just want to point it out. Sorry, I talk so much.
Greatly appreciated. No,
I
you're
cut my
good.
mic. I
I
cut
didn't
my
want to
mic.
say
All
anything,
right.
but
Cut,
All
cut.
right, Kat.
I,
we're just
I'm
gonna mute
honored
him
to
real
be.
quick now.
I'm honored to be the first guest to tell you spin that wheel.
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna spin that
Oh
wheel.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go. All right, that should be like a requirement before you hop off. You gotta be like, spin the wheel.
Yeah, you have to.
All right, here we
Spin that
go. Who
wheel.
is the next person?
That song is amazing. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how I do it either, honestly. The NightCore Crafter. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. Come on up if you're here. The NightCore Crafter. Oh, it's Angel. Okay, sweet. Let's go. I think Angel's a new
Yo.
person to our Discord, just from
Hello?
like a week or two ago. Am I right?
Hello? Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Fixed my microphone.
Hello.
hey, can you hear me?
I can.
I can hear you.
I'm the NightCore crafter.
Nice to meet you, NightCore Crafter.
Nice to meet
But
you
it
too,
looks
Kevin.
like your link isn't working.
Oh, I can send a raw file. Hang on. I think SoundCloud has a bug or something. I literally uploaded the thing. Weird.
Yeah.
Let me
Let me
fix
see.
it.
Yeah, send me the file then, and we can go from there.
Don't worry. Hang on. I got it on my desktop, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send it inside here. Oh, wait, no, that's the remix that I made. There you are. End of time. There we go. Yeah, this is him. This is it. I just uploaded in the feedback chat, by the way. It's literally.
Oh, okay.
You,
Let me
you,
see.
You can download it.
Okay, I will do that then. Let's see.
Very,
Maybe
very
I have to.
unique. It's inspired by the AI Squidward meme about the death of the universe, but also inspired by AOR sci-fi bleep blops. It's kind of both, in a way.
Cool. Well, I'm excited. Let's get
And
into
also
it.
opera, like the style of the classical music. You know how it's like a story more than a song. That's kind of the
Yes.
idea. So bear in mind, it's very
Awesome.
experimental and unique.
I love that. Yeah, I love when there's a story in the song. That's a lot about what me and Lost Entities are doing with our EP.
Stories about
Let's jump
sci-fi
into
horror.
this and hear what you got for us today. as that was the NightCore, the NightCore crafter Discord is Angel. I gotta update that on the forum so I can have the Discord name versus the artist name. But hell yeah, dude, that's sick, vibey little track you got there. It definitely feels like I don't know. I feel like I'm in like a post-apocalyptic, like Terminator war, and there was just like
That's
aliens and
exactly
shit
the
that
vibe
just
I'm going
are
for.
like trying to like they're all dead.
Yeah,
But
that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Like they're fighting as the last beings on Earth, or well, existence actually, and they're
yeah.
fighting for. And on the last, there's like a fake sound that I converted a bit into a like a booming noise, which is the last being taking his final breath.
Oh,
I thought I gave
nice.
the dark tone because, well, emotional music always hits hard.
You know, it's funny because like it kind of fits with the storyline of one of my stories coming up is called The Origins of Riptide, and I feel like it would be like a good what's it called, prelude, that would be like a really cool like prelude in the midst of that album or a compilation. Like, because I was talking about potentially, this is totally, not certain yet. Even Lost Identities and I were talking about before, but like potentially opening a label. And I
Mm.
was thinking, about making it very in line with the lore that we have going on. And when I say that is like we would probably have like subcategories in the label. Like one would be Chloe Sky, which would be like melodic bass, and the other one would be Riptide, which is dubstep, and kind of like do that. But then we would have like compilations where like it would go along with the story, and it could be either an album of like just cadmium stuff, and then another one where it's a compilation of other people's work and made based off of the storyline. I think it's would be fun. It'd probably involve a lot more Discord members than anything. Um, but definitely something I'm looking into potentially doing in the future. So, and I'm just thinking like if we had a compilation drop, that could be like a really cool like prelude that would come like after like the AI war type thing. But anyway, on a different
That's a
note,
crazy plot. That's a crazy story right there. I feel like it's really. I'm excited to see all of that. I was just
dude,
listening. I'm like, feel like I'm you're a good storyteller.
oh, dude, Fred, I want to get with
Definitely.
you. I want to get with you later and just get your thoughts on this the stories. I'm getting some close friends. I want to get some feedback on the story.
Nice.
You two. I mean, well, you're gonna know about it, Andrea, because your wife's working on the story. But I do want to hear some feedback because there's a lot of plot twists and a lot of really emotional stuff in there. But anyway, back to Angel. Lost Identities. Do you want to take it away with the first
Yeah,
feedback?
of course. So I really love the idea of the concept of the song. That's really nice. I think it's really important nowadays to search for like a value on the song. I think you achieved that one. The main concern on this song is that I feel like it's a bit too repetitive. So I do like the atmosphere, the rain, and all the elements you added, but I think like it's missing something that is moving because after a while it becomes a little bit looping. So it would be cool, for example, having like I see this song maybe more for just listening or singing, not so much for playing, of course. So it would be cool to have little transition, opening, a little closing, without being too dramatic, but just to have like this movement across the whole structure, and maybe have like some melody whispering on the background. Doesn't have to be like something really main, since the song concept suggests something else, but it could be like some elements like whispering on the background, and that would help a lot the song to be complete, you know. So that would be my suggestion.
I think for me, yeah, I think the core idea is really sick. I'm a big fan of this. Like when I did like my album, The Shell and everything, I had like little like hidden word and like I had like the intro. That's kind of like a premise of a war against the frog and like the snails like and slugs and everything. So I love the put yourself in like, hey, welcome to my world. I personally, if that be me, I probably do add like some sort of speeches or something. I feel like that's a really good mid-album song or outro or intro of a project. I think it's kind of like put you in that universe. You explain to it as like how you felt about what's kind of like your idea when you sing to it. I would put that in word. I think like I'd have kind of like really a little scenario vocally on that. If not, it's just like not lo-fi, but sometimes you just listen to that loop. I agree with that Andrea said. It's like after a minute you're like, okay, cool. Like
Yeah.
it's a great put in. Like it's a great thing. It's just kind of like what's kind of like where is it developing? In my opinion, that's kind of like where I was going after. If there's like some sort of storytelling, the loop could be like there for 10 minutes, the person take talk for 10 minutes. I think like it doesn't really become not a problem, but like just a development issue. But I like the whole thing. I like the loop like idea. I like the foley, or kind of like made me think of rain or even a swamp. Maybe I'm too much into the cartoon world, but I like where it was going. I like the chords of it. Progression was nice. So that would be just kind of like where I would bring it if that would be something I would come up with.
Awesome, awesome. And I don't have a lot of feedback. They kind of got a lot of the details, but I would say for me, I really like the track. Like I said, it could be a good prelude. It's like what Lost Identity said. It's not something I would probably play normally, like in a car or at a show, but it's like definitely like that intermission song, or something you can listen to while you're doing your homework, or it's kind of chill. Um, it does give like little lo-fi vibes, which is awesome with the foley and the sound design. Some things I would just think about looking into is like exactly what Lost Entity said. Get some movement in there. It becomes very repetitive. Um, and there's not really a whole lot of things that are changing. I see some minor things like you had some cymbals or some swishes going on, but it's not anything that was dramatic enough to keep me as a listener to stay involved. The little alien sound that you had going on, I would not repeat that 100 times. It felt like it was just coming and going too many times, and I would, for me, I'd be expecting a different alien noise almost every time. If you wanted to keep doing that. Otherwise, just do it one time and let the music play, because the sound design on that it's cool to hear it once, but hearing it over and over and over, it just felt like it was too much. But other than that, I think that's really all I got. I think the other guys got a lot of the information that I would have said.
I'm just happy that you guys at least like the vibe of it, because I tried to really show my creativity in it. I poured like every ounce of my creativity in it, so I'm happy that you guys at least appreciate it.
No, dude, the sound design's sick. I mean, I think I really like the feeling of it. Like it's got a melancholy, like in apocalypse feel to it. So if that sounds like what you were going for, and that's what I got from it. So you nailed it.
Yeah, I feel like the ambience is really perfect at the moment, and now you should concentrate from the ambience to create a full song, if that's you know what I mean. Like, so create something that develops over time and has like more dynamic, so that it doesn't like slow down too much the listener.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I think this is a really great track, and I think there's definitely a lot of potential here just to keep building on. I hope that some of these notes are helpful for you. But I think we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next person now. So thank you so much for coming here and sharing your song with us, and joining us here on the
Thank you too.
stage.
Thank you for sending.
Oh,
Thank you for
and
your submission.
also thank you for boosting the server as well. I can't forget that. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, dude. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. And did you go to the interview today with him? Did you see the interview that I had with him today? Okay. Thank you. I hope there was some value out of it, because he did ask some pretty good questions. Awesome. Yeah, there's no shame in learning. So definitely would never put that one down. But all right, man. Thank you again so much for joining, and we'll see you next time. All right.
Hell
See you in the
yeah.
chat. All right. He forgot to say spin that wheel, but that's all right. I'll say it. Spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Where's the wheel though?
We got Milky Man. Let's go.
Oh, milk. Yes.
Yeah, we got Milk over here now too. He joined the
All the
deck, so-
homies. It's all the
Yeah.
friends in here.
Got a lot of your homies over here.
I love that. I love that.
Oh yeah. Come on up, Milkman. I
He's
hope he's gonna-
the king of memes normally too. Like people just somebody would put a bunch of crazy memes in the chat.
last time he was here, he had like a whole like cow theme in the background. He was wearing like a milk hat or something. It was pretty great. It was great. He survived 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Milkman. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling here this morning. I put a bunch of work into mixing this earlier, and then I went to bounce it out, and my freaking DAW crashed. So
Oh,
just
Ah.
woo-saw on here on Good Friday, but I went back into it and tried to tweak it. It doesn't sound as good as I had it earlier, but I told you I was gonna send it, so I'm sending it.
Awesome, dude. I'm so glad I don't have these issues having a Mac and all. Like,
Hey,
My-
I have a Mac.
dude, I paid
But I use
$7
Logic, that's
grand.
the problem.
I paid $7 grand for my MacBook, dude. It's insane how expensive they are now.
Oh, I bought like a 2018 that was a little bit aged, like a $5,000 MSRP for 1,000, but it pumps. Got a good deal
Hey.
on it.
Hey, that's not too bad. All right, well, let's jump into this and see what we got for you.
Started from 3 minutes. Started from 3 minutes. Sorry.
Start from 3. Oh, wow, it's long. Okay, starting at 3.
wait, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, me too. I was waiting for, but I think
Yeah. It's too good. We can't hear it.
Oh, it's so good.
he's
Your
so
ears
jealous
can't-
about
your-
it. Like
your ears
I'm gonna
can't
be the
perceive
only
it.
listener of Milk.
Yeah,
And like,
actually
you know
only-
what? I'm gonna keep this one.
I was like, Fred talks too much. I'm just gonna take it from here now.
I'll sing. It's a cappella ASMR.
Yeah, give us some beatbox.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was because I'm streaming the wrong thing. Dude, I'm so glad you're here, Snails. I did not expect you to show up, man.
Oh no, dude, I love that. It's so fun.
I really,
I love to see how everybody do it too.
I actually made it like a goal for you to come here, but on like, I wanted there to be like a little bit bigger audience, like I said, but like, I'm glad you showed up early, dude, because this is awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah. There's a secret on the wheel. There's a secret submission on the wheel. I'm not gonna say it, but
Oh.
Wait, there's a secret submission on the wheel?
yes.
Oh,
Who's
You're
that?
never gonna find it. You're never gonna find it.
wait, what
There's
the
a
hell am my
secret
wheel?
submission on the wheel.
Did I accidentally close my wheel? Reopen, close tab.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's titled Rover because I pictured like a
What is this?
space rover going onto a planet. So preface on that.
Dude, okay. Let me see. So we're gonna start. All right. Can we hear all that now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. I think we have Daft Punk Ghost producer in the chat here.
I like robots.
I like robots. We had a weird misfunction with the wheel. I don't know why it disappeared all of a sudden, but I'm gonna pull all the people back in, and we'll just have to remove the ones that were already up here. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. Lost identities, you're up.
So the idea is pretty interesting, but I feel like there's needed a little bit more of work to make it more cohesive. I feel like now at the moment there's like things happening. It's not too it's hard to understand when they're gonna happen, which can be good, but sometimes you need a little bit of more a cohesive sound overall to be sure that the listener is gonna be not to feel not doesn't feel weird about the melody that's going on. So the ta 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 is the core melody, and it's nice. But I think we should have like some other elements melodically and harmonically to change a little bit more the overall vibe. I do like the fact that the song was treated as a half acoustic, half electronic idea. So you still have like the drums that feel almost like play drums, and at the same time you have synths. But I think yeah, you should work a little bit more on make these two words more cohesive together, so that it's a complete work.
Yes, I think he everything you said is very good, and I think he dropped out. Did we lose Milkman? There he is.
This is too much milk for the milk
Yeah,
man.
we
Too
gave
much.
him way too much. You gave him way too much milk there.
I need some milk, man. My Discord's bugged.
He needs some milk.
I need
Snails,
some
what you
milk.
got, buddy?
I love the melody of it. I thought it was Daft Punk for a second. I'm like, wait, what the hell? Like, bring back to the '80s. I like that. I
Yeah,
think it was cool. A little bit
maybe
repetitive,
some
but I
basics.
love the sound. I love the core melody you have. Like I would go like try to find some little disco sample, like poop poop poop, like some little guitar skank, like some little things to complement it. A bit like Lucky almost. Like I feel like I'd go in and just exploit a lot of like these fun elements. I love like I said, I love all the bit and pieces of like one synth that goes into another synth, but keeping the same melody. I think that's really cool. Personally, I would just expand more on these, on filling up the spectrum of sound because now it's a bit simple, but I feel like having like those more like maybe a funky bass line, some little loop vocal like disco would do. I think that would just bring up the team to the next level. I think that would be really nice. But in general, I like the core idea,
Awesome, thank you.
of course.
Dude, yeah, so I think there's some room to grow on this, some potential though. Daft Punk vibes with the strange like whop 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 sound. I definitely think that could get expanded on, maybe even adding some like reverb to it to give it some space, like you were talking about. But I like what you mentioned there, Snails, where you were saying like get that groovy guitar riff on there.
I
Like,
think I hear Lucky in my head, like doo doo doop doop doop
yeah,
doop doop doop,
yeah,
like just like the
definitely.
core bass, like down. I think that'd be sick. Like, and you don't even need like a crazy like you could just go on Splice, find a bass, or I feel like that'd be pretty simple to achieve, and that'd bring the funkiness out of it, like really to super good.
Speaking of which, I mean, like that's something I'm actually pretty decent at when it comes to like guitar stuff. Like when I guitar, I actually hire a friend to do like those type of guitar riffs, but I always do like the bass lines, which I'm pretty good at with those things. It's contact like oh, what's the bass called? Do you know what it is, Lost Identity? The
Scarlet
Scar bass,
Bass.
Scar
yeah,
bass.
Yeah, Scar
Scarlet
Bass.
Bass. Yeah, Scarlet Bass or something like that. Those are really good. They sound really good. They got like nice amp basses in there. Um, Definitely something to consider for this as well. I was agreeing with some things about cohesiveness. You've got like a tremendous dynamic range between your drums and your lead and your bass and everything else. The mix is the spectrum is all over, like this big, and you need to bring it down to this, and you need to make them a little bit more cohesive. So like that lead is way too loud, for instance. Your kick was way too soft. There was barely any punch in it. So you got to work on some of the punch with your kick. Same with the snare. And then you got to fill in those gaps, adding some atmospheres and things like that. Some hats, just really some little bit of white noise in there. Just basically in general, just to kind of fill in that space because it's very. All I hear is the yappy whop 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 whop, and then some random other sound designs in there, and it gets a little. It's not fulfilling. So you've got yourself a burger patty, but you don't got a bun, and you don't have lettuce, and you don't have tomatoes. So you need to get the whole recipe. So
Just burger sauce and cheese.
dude, I could go for some burgers right now, but no. But
I made burgers last night.
And milk, maybe.
and milk, yeah, you got gotta get that fatty milk. But yeah, dude, that's pretty much what I got so far.
Hi, perfect. I appreciate all the feedback, guys. And like I said, I had popped into the mix earlier and then it dropped out, so I went in and like retweaked everything quickly just to make it even listenable. So, but I always appreciate the feedback, and I'm like amassing a list of work to do once I like move into a new studio space because I'm just like working off my laptop right now. So
Yeah, well, definitely, dude. And I also want to say thank you as well for boosting the server. It's really awesome to have some support here like that, dude.
awesome. Thanks for having me as always.
Now,
And
now
yo,
you,
DJ, spin that shit.
yeah, I was gonna say.
See,
All
that's
right,
why I love the wheel because the wheel gets everybody. It's so funny.
all right, here we go. We the wheel of death. Let's go.
The daddy
Who's
wheel.
next?
No,
Who's
you're the daddy
brutal?
wheel.
Who's brutal?
Who's
China?
next on the daddy wheel?
Wait, so Snails, are you like a secret name in here? Are you brutal China? Is that who you are?
No. Oh, you're
No?
plus. You're It's so
Yeah, I
funny.
know. I keep getting the plus up still. It never goes away. All right, we've got Night and Day. That's a new one. I haven't seen a Night and Day in here yet. Night and Day, you out there? Put your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Just entity.
I'm like over here looking for Night and Day, and I just turn around. You guys are like,
Yeah, we're hype. We're super hype.
yeah, I'm hyped. Where's Night and Day at? Let's go, Night and Day. Everyone just tagged Night and Day like relentlessly.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't make him hate the feedback stream.
He's at the barber.
Oh, we might have to do the countdown. This is our first countdown.
It's like, for me, the countdown would be gone long time. Like, and the chat is like 5-1. I'm like, yeah, okay, give it a chance. 5, 4, like,
Yeah,
do one
I was gonna
Mississippi,
give
5
I was gonna give
Mississippi.
I was gonna start 6, but here we go. It was 3, 2. I just
52.
Yeah. Okay, he said he'll go last. Well, there is a time limit, so we won't be if he comes back, then we can have him come up. But we'll just save Night and Day for later. If he comes back, just let me know. All right, that's great because it just gives us another opportunity to spin the wheel and hear the awesome.
The wheel.
Here we go.
That music is hilarious.
All right, we got Control Dubs.
Now he's here. I know he's here.
Oh, he put his hand up quick. She. Sorry, I don't know what we're working with yet, but what's going on?
Hey,
CDR. CDR's
there.
Just the awkward silence. Control Dubs, are you there?
I know. Yeah, I did the same thing. It's like CTR.
Yeah, is it CTR or is it Control? Because
Wait. I'll come back. Hey, this is CTR talking. No, I'm joking.
Spoiler.
Just like snails.
No, CTR is a homie. He's always in the sucker, but I know he's working during the day, so maybe he's just putting in on his phone. I know he's always there. They can't hear me. No, we can't hear you, CTR.
No,
No,
we can't.
Yeah, no. Well, how about we go ahead and hit this? We'll do the song, and then we could just leave. He's here, so we can still do the song. But yeah, I guess we just won't be able to hear him. But yeah, let's see what we got. It's called Tabasco. That sounds.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, we do hear you now.
I sent in a second track because that one isn't mixed Like,
Oh.
yeah, it's not mixed at all.
Oh, okay. No, I see. I didn't realize you had two of them there.
But this is my most recent release. It'll be out on Sunday or Earth Day, depending on what kind of goes on, right? But yeah, shout out Fred for always being around and having a place to hang. If you guys haven't gone to his stream on Mondays,
watching you.
definitely do that.
No, he's hyping you up in my Discord. Let's go.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, dude. Actually, Snails is the one who got me started on this whole thing. So if it wasn't for Snails, I wouldn't even be doing this. So
Yes.
yeah, shout out to Snails. Double shout out.
Where's
wow,
my
it is
money?
a lot.
Where's my daddy money?
Okay,
I'm on a roll earlier. It didn't work.
This guy needs some caddy coins. Did you just choose a side, by the way? Are you
Yeah,
with the
hell yeah.
Canadian?
I create a site. It's called the Sluggers. And I'm going to fight
Oh,
war
you
with you
create
guys.
your own faction. Okay, yeah. Well, actually, we will have an invasion of a snail later on in the
Dude.
future.
I think I just had the craziest idea for you.
What's that?
You should have a prize that people can create their own faction. So then it would be so wild and crazy because then you'd have like people bringing people for their own faction after. I think that'd
Oh
be
my god!
wild as hell.
Just have like multiple fucking teams, and everyone's just going at it.
It's just gonna become like a super post-apocalyptic war. Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh my god! We just have like 20 teams just going at it.
I mean, people would spend their money. I feel that'd be genius. It's like they would. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that's a great idea. Fuck it. Let's just full send. Just
Yeah,
ca-
right.
creating chaos. Okay, so the song we got is called Intergalactic. It doesn't sound as spicy as Tabasco, so I'm interested in this. Let's jump into this by, is it controlled dubs or do we say CTR dubs?
It's just CTR, bro. That's you can keep it as simple as you want it.
Bro, I can already tell you're gonna throw a lot of people off with that. It's gonna be one of those names.
It's almost paying off. There's a bunch of people with CTC, CTR, CTD, all these weird names, but they're almost getting pushed to my page, and those artists are hitting me up, getting like accused of being me because no one knows who I am. So it's almost working out publicity wise.
Oh, there you go. You know what? Free marketing. I like it. Cadmium does not have free marketing to it. In fact, if you type in cadmium on Google, all you get is like the element and education shit. You actually have to type in cadmium songs or music to make it work. So shout out to me for fucking that one up.
Let's get you on some SEO, CRM marketing so you're the first on Google, man. Let's figure you out.
Yeah, I agree. Let's fucking do it because I suck at that shit. But yes, guys, let's fucking jump into this. I'm ready. Let's go.
You must face some intergalactic. Alright. Give me my space, some intergalactic.
Multiple unidentified objects were confirmed to have entered Earth's atmosphere.
Give me my space. 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 Some intergalactic.
CTR.
Alright. Give me my space, some intergalactic. Galactic.
right, guys, that was CTR Not Controlled Dubs. Sorry, I have to cut it short. We are doing time limits just because there's a lot of talking and we do have a time cutoff. I think we're gonna cut off today at 2:30 because I have an appointment at 3, so I won't be able to stay much longer. So, but yes, snails. I know
Yes.
you gotta go first.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
your
love it. I think
territory.
all the, I really like the vocal. I think it's really cool. The choice of everything is really well done. It's a little bit quiet. That was one of my only thing. Cause I was not really able to hear this like the sub properly. I feel like the kick and everything was popping, but the sub for me personally wasn't like pumping enough, but everything else was really cool. I feel like that might be just a master thing or just a small detail, it's pretty easy to do, and I know you'll probably rework on this, but I love everything about it. I like the second drop. Of course, it's like super ducky and sounds like a Duck Wilder, of course, but I like the rhythm. I think it's cool. I think all the ad libs make it kind of like the fun part of it. If not, it could be
Yeah,
repetitive.
exactly.
But in my opinion, um, it's a nice song to drop at the club. I think it has a good flow, a good vibe. Probably be able to like double it with something fun. But good job. I don't know if I know you work often music. I don't know if it's like a demo of the week or anything, but um, I'm satisfied with it. I think like that shows that you work, shows that you do your research about the samples and everything. So I'm good with that.
Yeah, it's a collab right now, so that's the version I sent to him. So he's working something and he'll be doing the master, which he's really, really good at mixing, thank God.
Nice.
But when it is done, I'll drop it in the chat because that sub and that bass like will definitely shine through and it'll have more dynamics. But
Yeah, that's my only
something
thing. I felt the sub was like the whole thing was a little bit quiet, but that's
yeah.
they're quiet like this, and I said it many times too. I'm like, I prefer it's quiet like this than being like over crazy, like too loud,
Yeah.
like being dumb
Having
loud.
control, yeah.
Yeah,
Having
exactly.
control rather than trying to reach the ceiling and bust through, yeah.
So I prefer this more. I think that's better, and that's easier to fix.
Maybe
Yeah.
can I point? Is it possible that the stream just wasn't optimized? Because it sounded pretty loud on my end, if I'm going to be honest.
I mean, it was 100%. You want to play just the drop one more time, like my stuff?
It feels pretty loud. I'm not gonna lie, but
I feel
maybe
that's probably hitting like -8 luff or something. Like I feel there's a way to boost that baby up, definitely
Hold on,
higher.
hold on. Let me just grab one of my songs and comparison because I'm actually not really sure now at this point.
Everybody, go leak all the.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, I can tell. For sure.
And then you've got. It's not that much softer though, but yeah, I guess for a rhythm track you want it much louder.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing. And now hearing it, the clap could be tighter. Maybe more like high and D.
Yeah, perfect. Lost Identities. Thank you, Fred.
Yeah,
do you guys have it?
no much more to say actually. It's a lot, I had the same impression about not hitting enough hard for being like a rhythm song, but for the rest, like it's really cool to have all those ad libs that makes it fun and engaging. I can see it well to be played live, so it works for me.
Yeah, definitely live. This definitely got a live audience type of appeal to it. I think
Yeah, exactly.
I think the mix down was like the biggest thing for me as well. Felt a little dry. I don't know, but then you got like the cool sound effects in there too. I would say there was like one part though, like where like the vocal comes in, like this talking vocal, but I wasn't sure if that was a drop or if the next part after it was the drop because it was kind of like the dynamics were not really making that apparent. So I would just say like for the first drop, just try and make it more obvious where the drop starts. That's really the only thing I can say. I wasn't sure if it started after the moaning sound. I think it was moaning. But yeah,
Like what is that? That's
It's from
that's a Shaggy
it's from
song.
Nelly. It's from Nelly. It's a
Nelly,
Nelly song.
Nelly.
Yeah, so that was like kind of like my only feedback, and everything else that they said was pretty much on point. So don't need to re-harp on those and kick a dead horse. But yeah, dude.
That's what
Awesome.
the guy said when I sent it to him. He's like, "Yo, like I like everything, but the psych out in the beginning is a little confusing." And I was like, "Hey man, do your thing." So
Yeah.
like everybody's saying the same thing at this point. I'm kind of just letting God do what He needs to do.
Yep. Yeah. I would definitely look at that. But sound design's pretty cool. Um, definitely had some spacious areas in there that were really nice. But other than that, that's all I got for today. I think that's it for us, dude. But dude, thank you so much for joining and sending up. I think this is your first time to the feedback stream, so welcome, man.
Yes, sir. I'll be back for sure, for sure. And I'm not working today, Fred. I'm chilling today. Thank God.
Oh yeah, you deserve that.
Yes, sir. But anyways,
Wheel
Spin that wheel. Let's go.
in that baby wheel.
Wait, before we spin it, didn't somebody come back? I thought I saw somebody
Night
that
and
was
day,
here.
yes.
Somebody missed their chance. Did they come back? I'm sorry, I forgot their name already. Well, yeah, but Maui, Night and Day, that was the one. Yeah, did Night and Day come back? I don't see him in the chat anymore. Okay, I'm assuming not. All right, then let's do it.
We lost
Spin
him
the
again.
wheel. Let's go. Vermilion. Vermilion.
Let's go. Holy shit.
Vermilion, please put your hands up. There you are. That made it a lot easier. What's going
Hello.
on?
How's it going?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi. Anyone else want to say hi? Dude, what's going on, man? This is the first time I think you've joined us too
Yeah,
today, isn't it?
first
Dude,
time submitting. I'm excited.
thank you so much.
So this song is a collab with a friend of mine. We wanted to go down the instrumental route, but we still wanted to tell a story. So the intro is like pretty long, so I would like skip to like 2 minutes and like 10 seconds, just
Okay.
so you guys can hear the drops, because those are the highlight of the song to me.
Perfect.
But yeah, Snails, what's up? It's Bree's cousin. Nice to
That's you.
nice to see you.
Oh wow, we're just talking. Literally, we're just talking. He's like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?" I'm like, "This is my stream now." No, he's like, "Yeah, can him the homie? Of course I'm here." Damn, I didn't. I forget Vermilion was your name. I have you as Justin,
Yeah.
Greek cousin in my phone.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's good to see you. Good to talk
Dude,
to
you're
you.
gonna love this. You're gonna love this guy, Cadmium. He's fucking sick as hell.
Dude, thank
Let's
you.
go. I'm excited for you guys to take a listen.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
dude. I'm
good.
excited. Let's jump into it, guys. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Sorry, I just wanted to hear a little bit of the intro.
I
Dude,
was
Really
I knew
nice,
it.
really
I knew it.
nice.
Thank
I
you,
knew
guys.
it. I knew it was
epic.
good.
I love it. Yeah, dude. I honestly feel like Lost Identities is gonna have the best for this because I feel like this is very much in your. In fact, dude, Andrea, doesn't this kind of remind you of the song we were working on in between?
Yeah, the
Dude,
first one we made in Tampa,
yeah, it
it's
reminds me so
really
much
on
of it, dude.
this vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, like the little
So
bells and everything.
I do like a lot actually. Everything is really pretty well done. The harmonic structure is nice. The melodic part, the little fills, everything works really well. The only thing maybe the last drop is little bit long, but it's true that you did a lot of different things. So I mean, it's really nice. It's
Yeah,
totally like personal taste. I would say I would keep it a little bit shorter, but it's fine also like this. The
for
only
sure.
feedback I would give you is on the first drop. The core stack is a little bit static. I would love to have like maybe a filter, uh, taming down a little bit the ends or opening up a little bit more to have just a
Yeah,
little bit more dynamics. But it's totally about small details. It's not like
we actually,
big
yeah, we
filters.
have an updated mix that we're just working on right now, and we've actually done that. Like we cut off a little bit more of
Okay.
the high end,
Nice.
let some
Yeah,
of those
exactly.
harmonic
But
shine
overall,
through a bit.
it's really high level, really nice.
Yeah,
I
Thank
do
you,
like it.
thank you,
Good
very
man.
job.
quality. Smells. What you got?
Yeah. Next, it's too good. I have nothing to say. Like for me, I think it's majestic. It's amazing. It's well
Thank
done.
you,
I told him
thank you so much.
before, also Vermilion, so he's not new about this. Whenever he sent me another song, in the past, I was like, "Damn, this shit's great. It's like really good." And shout out Bree for introducing me to you. Really,
Yeah, glad
really
to introduce
happy. Love your
to
shit.
you, bro.
Amazing. I just want to hear more. I think everybody in the chat was saying the same
Oh,
thing. Like, I need to hear that. I need to hear that. And you got the follow from Daddy himself. So
Yeah, go
I
follow
knew
let's
it.
Vermilion.
go.
It's
Thank
pretty-
you so much.
I knew it.
You
I'm
guys,
Definitely.
glad.
you guys
It
doing
was
shows
it was
too.
meant to be. It was
Yeah,
meant to be. It was
this is my new
really
set
cool.
opener, so that's why it's so like fucking epic and out
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fucking sick as hell. I love it. Nothing to say. I want to hear your opinion, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh well, as someone who's like pretty versatile and future based and that style, I think it's very well done, very professionally put together. The progression. I noticed you had probably like a really long intro, which I think is
Mhm.
great. We didn't get to hear it today, but I hear pieces of it and I can still hear that it's really well done. So yeah, dude, I like the second drop because it kind of felt like you had a
Yeah.
little bit like of color base into it almost.
Yeah, that was Michael.
Mm-hmm,
Michael carried that
hmm
drop. I can't lie. His sound design is out of this world. But
Yeah,
yeah, like I'm super happy with how the song's turning out.
yeah, it's awesome, dude. Yeah, dude, keep. How long you been making music for?
About 8 years now, I want to say.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely shows, man,
thanks,
You
man.
and
can
I'm
hear
like,
it.
yeah, I'm over here like this guy didn't come here for feedback. He just came here to show off.
Yeah, I like
Right.
it's still in progress. So like Lost Identity said was good like feedback is we actually did like end up fixing that in like a more recent mix down.
Yeah,
It's just still in progress. Like there's a couple of things we want to do. Like the orchestral part is a little bit needs a little bit of mixing stuff still, and like the the build to the heavy drop I feel like could use like a little bit something like to tease the heavy drop a bit more.
yeah,
But there's just like a couple little things. But
yeah,
it's almost
I
there.
wouldn't be overthinking because, like, the time you pass on this song that's like 95% good,
Exactly.
you could pass it on another demo.
Like me
yeah,
Personally,
personally,
I
I'm
would just
ready
move
to
on. I
release
think,
it, but like Michael's definitely more of a perfectionist than I am, which is like definitely okay. But um, it's just like I do really want to release a song, so I'm
Sounds
excited
like
for
Michael
that.
should be here then too.
I know he should be. Um, yeah,
Well, dude, I think it's a great song. I don't really have any crazy feedback. I mean, Lost Identities pointing out a couple things. That was just it was pretty subjective at the end of it. The high ends thing could have definitely, I have problems with sometimes taming high ends like that. But
for sure. It's the
uh,
hardest
uh,
part.
the last drop, I didn't think it was too long personally. I liked how it went from like the more heavier side and then comes back to like the emotional
It's
longer
definitely like
chord.
a lot of droppage, but yeah, I think like it
Yeah,
works that way. Just like it'll
yeah.
we got the first drop and then right into the long second drop, but yeah, I think it works.
Hell yeah, dude. And but other than that, dude, I love the one more thing. I loved your little bells in there, your little ear candy, like
Yeah.
synthy leads kind of things. Those are really
Thank
cool.
you.
So, but yeah, dude, thank you so much for joining, dude, and appreciate you
Thanks
dropping the
for
bangers
the
for us,
listen.
dude.
Thanks for the feedback.
Yeah,
Dude,
everybody,
crush
this
it.
is
So proud. So
Chameleon.
proud.
Good job, man.
Go follow him up and
Thank you.
shit. Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
I hope to see you again next
Fellow
week.
Canadian too.
Yeah,
Hey, Canadian,
maybe
right?
I'll join up next
Fellow
week again.
Canadian out here.
I got work off today, so it might not happen next week, but we'll see.
Okay.
Maybe I'll join at work if it's slow.
Yeah, dude. Just feel free to drop in whenever.
Thanks, man. All right.
Yeah. All right, man. Take care.
Yeah.
All right, dope, dude. Got us a future bass track today. Let's go.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm glad. It's so funny because he texted me. I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." I'm like, that was meant to be."
That's awesome. All right, so we've got a few more. We got Duck Wilder still up there. I gotta remove him. So that's one less. Let's see. Not too many left. That's good. I didn't hear anyone say it.
Spin that wheel, baby.
All right.
Go for it.
Spin the wheel. Looking like Diego. We got a Diego out in the crowd. Put your hands up.
No, Diego. Fred Diego's.
Fred? Oh, God. Dude, I'm over here like looking in the crowd, and I just turned. Oh shit, we got Fred.
Hello,
up
it's
here.
me, Fred Diego.
It's me.
I put my fake email address because I didn't want. And after I forget, I was like, "Oh fuck, he's gonna pick someone that's named Diego." I was like, "Oh, how can I do it?"
Oh well, here we are. So you actually got a song in here for me?
I put the reload flip I was working yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'm
It's a
excited.
fun
Dude.
one. Yes. Hopefully, Slut doesn't hear that because he didn't hear that version yet. So don't tell him.
Who?
Slut, because
Slut?
it's the thing I did with Slut yesterday on the VC.
Oh, okay. Somebody tag him.
He's sleeping. You get like the whole mid, the whole intro mid is like the same as the original. It's reload at SO, so the whole mid is there. I love the song where you can skip midway.
No, it's only 2 minutes and 41 seconds. We can play it through.
It's for the clock, for the internet.
Oh, I know where we're going with this.
When night has become the day, they're sending you far away.
Wow, the big guns.
So far away.
Plus, yes.
When everything starts to fade, you don't have to be afraid. No, you don't have to be afraid. Take my hand now. This is freedom. That's what we are made of. Yes, we are. This is real. That's what we are made of. Yes, we
Yeah.
The frog. Yo, that dude Diego.
Really
that's
nice,
some
really nice.
potential.
Yeah,
Yo.
that Diego's pretty good, right?
That Diego guy is not bad.
I have a lot of feedback for Diego.
You should quit music right now. You should leave this room.
Get out of my server.
Leave
That's what you
music.
should do.
Go away.
Go away. I mean,
What the- what
clearly,
is
like
that?
you guys like king of chords, like that's like silent and stuff. So I feel like terrible about the fix and stuff, but it's like just a fun way. I think in live it could work good, you know.
I think it's
Yeah,
good. Like, I mean, for live especially, like when they hear that, they don't even care what's playing. They're just like, "Let's fucking go!" I love this song.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of these things I realize now with social media. It's like we kind of came back in a generation where these songs haven't been done in that style. Some people just wants to hear Reload or whatever in a trap version. So it's kind of like what I've
Yeah.
like. I have my official songs I put out on like Spotify and everything, but I have so much time and I have so many demos. I'm like, fuck, I just twitch it to make like to release it, give it for free, you know, kind of like have fun with that. But it's kind of like that vibe, you know. It makes my brain practice new synth. Of course, bring the frog every time I go back. Every time I try something different, always goes back to the frog. I'm like cursed with that, but
The
just
frog is
main
the
idea
king
it.
of your
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
king
going
of creativity, the frog.
honestly, dude, Snail's like, I probably won't ever get around to doing that one flip that I want to do. So you're probably gonna have to do it with me.
Yeah, I'll do it. It's gonna take me 3 seconds because the idea is so good. What you have.
Dude,
is just so
I
good.
know. Thank you 3 seconds because you are like superior at the sound design, and I'm over here just it takes me forever to learn like dubstep sound design. So we are doing that one flip, and we're gonna call it our own.
Dude, I know it would crush the universe. It would literally like it would crush the universe. Like who's
Yes.
that guy with the big glove? Like that would crush it. Like that crushes glove. Like
Dude,
literally.
somebody recently missed it somewhere else on social media. I'm like, I gotta get this done now before it's like becomes a thing.
It's so good. You can't
Yeah.
tell it, but we're gonna speak after. But yes,
Okay.
thank you for listening. I mean, you can roast it. Like you can roast it as much as you want. What you think of the song?
I think it's cool, man.
So Diego, for how long have you have been producing, Diego?
A few months now.
A few months, right?
Wait, I should
sounds
have
like it.
said this. I should have been like, hey, hello, yes, hello, this is me, Diego. You don't see me. Or
You
maybe
sound
like I should change like the background for
We
like
should get an alt account.
yeah, exactly. Like, hey, it's me, Diego.
I've only been playing for 3 days.
Yeah, I just started. Like I followed this guy. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Nails.
yeah. I thought that was funny. I thought that was, and I wanted to do that on more streams. Like mine. I want my girl maybe to post a song I did just to see what people would think about. Be like, yeah, this is complete poo poo music.
Yeah,
Or
like
like, be like, oh yeah,
yeah.
that's really cool because then there's no oh yeah, of course I like it. We're homies. You know, it's like the
Yeah,
real
yeah.
deal. But
No,
here
actually,
I fucked up. I should have created another account with my phone, so I could have been like, hey, or like
yeah.
something. Just
Actually, that'd be hilarious. We could like make a whole like sequence out of it and call it like Snails Undercover or something.
yeah, exactly.
Make
I
make
thought
it
it
a
was
show. Make
hilarious.
it a reality show.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. So, well, thanks for listening. Sorry, I feel bad because I don't want to take a spot of someone else too. You know, like I don't want to be selfish that way. So I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good. I always have like the special guest show off a song anyway. So
There you go.
yeah. Speaking of which, Lost Identities. If you have a song you want to show at the end of the stream, feel free to find us one, like an ID or something.
Or maybe
Um,
something like with cadmium, for example.
Oh well, we do have something. I think I showed Eternity a couple of streams ago, but we could definitely show that one again. That one's a sick one.
Yeah,
'Cause we
yeah,
got
we
a lot of
do
new
that.
people in here today, actually. All right,
Let's do
Diego,
that.
get off my wheel.
Bye, Diego. We love you, Diego.
Why
That's
am I
so
so
funny.
zoomed in? All right, well, Diego, it's your turn to.
Spin the wheel.
There we go. No, we got a brutal China.
What a name.
I know, right?
Brutal China.
Brutal China. Sounds brutal. Yeah, it sure freaking does. By the way, if everyone who's here, if you are, I just wanted to remind you that if you're sticking around, we're going to do 2 grand prize winners for the day. It's something new. Each, we're going to spin the wheel, and the first prize will be a 300 caddy coins. The second prize is going to be a fast pass. So anybody who is sticking around to the end, we're probably going to be doing a grand prize thing every stream now. Potentially, other perks. Right now, I'm just going to give some coins and a fast pass. I think the fast pass right now is currently the most valuable item. So stick around if you guys want to have a chance to get on. Your name has to be on the list of submissions for you to apply. So we're going to redo the wheel, and then we're going to do it at the very end. Does not look like we've got a Brutal China showing up, so I think we're going to go ahead and move on unless somebody knows Brutal China. Does anybody know Brutal China? Is that even is that their name in the...
Someone Badadoon. Badadadun. Badadatoon said he's him. I don't know.
Babatuned. Or Folk Gucker. That's a funny name. AKA, no, Folk Gucker is... Oh my God, I was so confused this whole time. Okay, Brutal China is Folk Gucker. Oh my God, what a fucking name. Well, put your hand up then. Damn. They're going to sit here and like solving a mystery because they put your hand up this whole time. Come join us. I hope you don't actually look like the picture there. I mean, if you do, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's
But
an internet meme.
just,
see, Milkman. He's back with the meme, the weirdest meme in the world, literally.
oh my God.
What?
Milkman is just disturbing the audience. All right.
Disturbing the audience.
All right, Folk Gucker, does your mic work? Can you speak to us? Okay, I don't think so. Well, let's just go ahead and pull up Brutal China. I'm really curious. I feel like this is going to be a spoof song or something. Oh my God. Dude, look at this. What am I looking at right now, dude? Holy shit. Maybe that is his profile picture. All right, let's fucking do this.
Damn.
It's kind of a banger. I wasn't expecting it to be so bangerish with all the funny pictures, but that was a banger.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
I would totally rate to that. Not gonna lie, like I would fucking be like yabba
I feel it needs to be at 180 BPM, like session, like super fast.
Yeah, I actually feel like it could benefit of a little bit more of BPMs, like
yeah,
to have it a little bit faster. Yeah.
Yeah, that would actually
And
be pretty good.
yeah,
Honestly, the mix was pretty good. I don't have a whole lot to say, to be
awesome.
completely honest. I mean, the
Yeah,
kick
like
punches, the kick be kicking.
I think the whole idea was great. It's really big rave, like definitely like dark, but I think like faster would be like the only thing I'd say in general. Like it sounded pretty legit.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
it
and
is.
I do have like something like the da 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 on the upbeat, one semitone up. That's a little bit bothering my classical background. So one semitone up, that would help a lot to be a little bit more
Time,
on the key we're working on.
time of the
But
lead.
overall, it no the da, da, on the drop. There's like this upbeat element. I don't know if it's a tonal drum or something, but that's the only thing actually. For the rest, the mix is solid. Yeah, the structure is nice. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, that came out really good actually. Yeah, with all the pictures, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure what I was in for, but that was pretty dope.
Yeah, exactly. I thought there was a meme meme
Yeah, I really
somewhere.
thought
Great,
so too.
great.
But all right, thanks for joining us, and hope to see you again next week with some more rave bangers, dude. All right, so I got a text message from Alex Identities. He has to go soon. So, yeah.
Yep.
I think he wanted us to.
CTR dubs, I think you can take out.
What's that?
I think CTR dubs got chosen earlier in the wheel.
No, he already went. It was Night and Day that was.
No, no, but
gotta be-
he's still in the
No,
wheel.
no, it's still on the
Oh.
wheel.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it. There we go. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit, we might actually get through everybody in a good time. That's awesome. So, yes, Lost Identities wants he's got to go, but he wants
Yep.
he wants to show off one of his IDs that includes me on it, called Eternity. Let's go ahead. I'll pull it up since I already have it in my list here.
Surprisingly includes cadmium.
Surprisingly includes me for some weird reason. This song is actually pretty dope. I'm actually really excited to drop this because, especially with the whole lore coming up, like it's gonna be meant, dude.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, this is Lost Identities and Cadmium, whoever that guy is, on this track, Eternity. Stop talking and play. Okay.
Lower, lower, lower.
So pretty.
All right, thank you. That was Lost Identities with that weird guy, Cadmium. Cadmium?
Cadmium.
Dadmium.
Cadmium. Yeah, that's it. Dude, sick, dude. Okay, well, I've got a couple of things. Yeah, that flute sounds lame. I would totally scratch the flute. The
Totally not
vocoder-
played by the Lost Identities guy.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Lost Identities actually is a professional flute player. I almost said fruit player. A
Fruit player.
a fruity player, and he makes. He's professional at it, and he does it. Yeah. So, and he did it on the song. So, definitely a lore enticed song. That's gonna be like 4 stories away. So it's not gonna be out for a while, but it will be sick.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
It is sick.
fucking
Thank
fire.
you for having me here.
Thank you for
It was a
joining.
pleasure
us
to be
today.
here.
Yes,
Yeah.
your
Hey,
feedback
Fred.
was very valuable.
We'll talk soon, Mr. Identity. Don't lose your
Yeah,
identity.
let's talk soon,
boy.
guys. I
Alright.
lost it a while ago, you know. I'm trying to find it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Andrea, do you have like a Discord link or something you want to share?
Not yet, but I will let you know in the future.
Yeah, let's drop your
All right.
I'll drop your Instagram in the chat so we can at least get you
That sounds good.
little bit of clout here. Yeah, but dude, thank you so much for coming out, man, and being a special guest today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, man, and I know everyone here. Everybody was excited when I told them that you were coming. So happy to see that, dude, and happy for our collab. And dude, just thank you again.
Thank you, guys. See
Take
you
care, buddy.
soon. Bye bye.
King.
Bye. All right, it's just you and me.
You're stuck with me. I have
Yeah,
one
well,
more, and after I'll need to go, but I'll do one last.
Cool, and then I can finish up the rest of them myself, and then we'll do the grand prizes. So we've got 16 still left, so that's awesome. So if you are not here, you don't get the prize. If you are here, you get the prize. So
Oh yeah.
that's how the rules go. All right, so what do I got to do?
Spin that wheel, baby.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Maui. More monk.
Mercs. We got a Mercs. MRNX.
Oh, nice.
Let's see
Right
it.
here.
I see a Mercs. Let's see. Come on up, Mercs.
Hello.
What's going on, dude?
Just chilling. I need to go in like 15 minutes ish, but like.
Oh shit!
yeah.
Get it
So,
ready.
Oh, you gotta
timing
come
couldn't
back.
have been more perfect.
You gotta come back for the grand prize.
Yeah, I need to pick up my girlfriend, so I need to take the car somewhere. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm there for the end.
That's okay.
Unfortunately.
We'll be doing it more often. But dude, thank you so much for joining. I think this is your first time here, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I saw there was a feedback stream through Andrea, so I thought I'd hop on by.
Awesome, dude. Yeah. Okay. So glad that you came, dude. And I hope you'll come some more and get some value from this, dude, because we always have a great time here. And I'm always giving away free stuff. And if you understand, when you start learning the server, if you want to, we have some really cool things, perks and caddy coins and rolls and whole thing going on here. So, but for today, we're going to go over the stream. Let's see. What you got for me today, man?
I'm sending a new link in chat because the link I send in it was an old version.
Okay. Oh, so you did you either send the wrong link or did you work on it while we were doing the stream?
Both.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can
Oh, yeah,
start
dude.
at like 32 seconds because I want you guys to hear like the bridge in the second verse.
Bridge and second verse. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. All right, let's hop into it then.
People all around me run when it's dark, trying to find a path but missing the mark. Slowly falling into the sun and burn up, trying to feel regret by one day disappear on an arc. Forced to go to work and it's never enough. Taking on a voice will surely eat them up. And nothing in a daydream, floating down the main street. Please nobody wake me, human nature waits free. Don't wake me up, oh don't wake me up, no.
Friendly faces pass me, no need for a plan B. Nothing on the TV to break this reality. Don't wake me up, please don't wake me up, no.
Nobody wake me, human nature waits free. Don't wake me up, oh don't wake me up, no. Friendly faces pass me, no need for a plan B.
All right, guys, that was Daydream by. Can you help me out, man? Is it MRNX or is it Mercs or
It's either MRNX or Marnix. Marnix is my real
Marnix?
name. So
Okay,
the
perfect.
pronunciation of that.
Dude, yeah, dude, I love this, dude. It's so dreamy, dude. It's and such a well done production. Honestly, I can't even say much about the production because it's very good.
Pretty
There
well
were,
done.
yeah, like honestly, like everything was pretty balanced. The kick, the snare was beautiful. Like honestly, it was so well. It had like a perfect reverb on there, and just everything was really good. Are you singing on this song yourself?
Yeah, it's kind of the first time I've started like singing songwriting.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been kind of deviating from regular EDM to indie electronic music.
Yeah. And
So
so
yeah,
you don't normally sing on your songs, right? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, this is kind of something I want to transition to.
Okay. Well, I think you have a pretty solid voice. I can tell that you're not not quite exactly a singer. Is that are you a singer and would you title yourself a singer?
No, I wouldn't title myself a singer yet.
Yeah, I can tell as a producer and someone who listens to music all the time that you're not exactly a singer yet, but I can hear that you have the tone to be one and like some of the I think it's some of the intonations and how you sing. I can't do it, so you definitely did better than I could ever do. I cannot sing worth crap. But um I'd say like if you when you're working on these things and I would say like it sounds good actually how it is like you fit well on the song like your voice is very smooth with the voice with the song. I think it's a lot to do with the intonations and maybe how it's being sung or you know lack of singing. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like there could be some training in the voice. But yeah, dude, I think that you can definitely start writing your own songs here. And I have one thing about the mix that I wanted to point out. I think must have been your voice formatted up. Is that did you have something like that? I can really hear the granular sounds in it, and
Yeah.
for me, I can notice it. I think a normal person might not as much, but I heard it immediately. So I don't know how picky you're gonna be about that, but I would say like this whole bridge area, like I'm gonna play it again, but like right. That whole area, I really got like immersed into it. I liked it a lot. So I don't have a lot to say. I would just say, you know, get some vocal lessons and work on getting that perfected and that granular sound in your formatted voice is something that could also be focused on.
Thanks. We'll definitely look into the formatted voice thing.
Yeah, but definitely a sick, solid dude. So I would actually I would listen to this honestly.
It's really well done. Like I feel the writing is cool, everything is there, and we know it's hard to find. Like the writing and everything is often like the hard part. So I feel the whole vibe of it is really all self-made is really impressive for that. I think that's really well put together. And as you're gonna probably like do more and more, you're gonna learn even developing even that more like what Cadmium said. So I think like it's just gonna be up from here. Good job. I liked it. I would listen to that like on a bike ride. So I really
Yeah.
liked it personally. I don't have much to say. I think it's more I want to hear more of it. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
would say.
I would definitely listen to something like this. Like if I'm like going to work early in the morning, it's like 6:30 in the morning, and it's like super dark outside and foggy, and I'm like driving my way to work, and this is something I would totally listen to doing on the way there.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
hell
guys.
yeah.
But
Appreciate it.
yeah, dude, awesome song, dude. Thank you so much for submitting. I hope to hear more from you, man. I really liked it.
Yeah, we'll definitely return.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks.
Marnix, thank you so much for joining, and thanks again for being and welcome to the Discord, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. Talk later. Thanks.
See ya.
All right, guys, that was Marnix with his demo Daydream with the classic, I would say, almost indie lo-fi type-ish vibes. Really
Yeah,
great,
that was really nice.
really great, dreamy song. I liked it a lot. It really put me in the feels.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
mean for me, it was really a good job. I might
Yeah.
gonna need to go now, my friend. It was really really fun hanging out. I have to go finish a mix down or something. So of a
Gotta
song.
go do some real work now.
Yeah, but it was super fun. Your community is super nice. Everybody was is so fun. The chat is going crazy too. So I love seeing that. It's really really inspiring, really cool. So everybody, big up. The dad
Dude.
is there. So keep on
Yeah.
being here every Friday. It's amazing.
Thank you, bro. And honestly, like a lot of these people are from your Discord too, so it's really awesome that we're sharing like a community together. It's just really
Hell
great.
yeah, that's the vibe. That's what it's all about. So I'm proud to see, and you inspire me with all the really amazing things you do. So keep up, keep up.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. We'll do. We'll do. All right, brother. Take care,
And love
and
you guys. Have a good one. Have a good Friday.
yeah, see you later, bud.
Bye.
All right. So you got me now. Let's see what we got on the CAD wheel. Who wants to shout out the spin the wheel down there in the chat? Anybody can do it. There we go. Tell me to spin that wheel. Let's fucking go. Yeah, yeah. All right, here we go. DJ, spin that shit. Looking like it's gonna be sunflowerium. What do you mean? Yeah, come on up. Did it work? Yeah, there we go. What's going
Hi.
on? Hey, how are you?
Okay, so this one's really bugging me. Okay, cool. I didn't know if you had it. I was like, I've been working on it, but updating the link, so it might need to be refreshed. But if you're just updating it, it's fine. Um, my vocal feels really harsh to me. I don't know if like, I don't know if it fits the song personally, but everyone that's heard it is telling me I'm being too hard on myself. So this is me like putting it out there even though I don't want to. So
Well,
I'm
that's
still
the way to
trying to
grow.
restructure everything, but I would love some just general thoughts.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. So, it's a drum and bass track?
Yeah, so it's only like the first half, but it is like a liquid drum and bass kind of vibe.
Cool. Well, let's hear it.
My pulse
All right, guys, that was Revolution by Sunflower. So, Sunflower.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the production was really good. I think you're still said you're working on structure, so I won't go too much into that. Because it definitely could use some structure readjustments. But I think your biggest concern is your voice, right, and how it fits in there.
Yeah, like originally this song was a like 140 BPM track that I kicked up to 174, so that's why it still needs to be restructured a bit. It sounds a little wonky. But yeah, my biggest thing was I wasn't sure if my voice was like warm enough for it. I feel like it doesn't I just wasn't sure if it was like fitting the theme, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I think your voice itself was fine for the song. It's just the way your voice is mixed and it's not processed properly. There's a lack in that, and then also it could use a little bit of melodyne or some vocal tuning because there's some parts where your voice is falling out of key just a hair.
That's that part that was driving me insane, and that's what Duck and I are trying to start figuring out. This is also the first time, so all of the like little notes that you have for like anything I might do would be wonderful.
Yeah, and I'm curious too. I don't really do it very often, not yet at least. But if I was to do like later on, like I don't, you don't have to answer this now, but I'm thinking about like potentially doing some mentorship classes. Um, I don't know if people would actually be interested in that, but I'm thinking about doing that. Like Snails kind of does it, so I'm thinking about potentially doing it in the future. If that's something you're interested in, I could teach people how to do vocal processing and how to do side chaining and pretty much any mentorship things. Everything I know basically is kind of going to be on the table in these sessions. But um, just a thought to put out there for the future because I know there's a lot of things I hear it and I'm thinking of every single thing I can do to make this vocal stand out better. That includes using Melodynes. But for now, I just wanted to point out that Melodyne is a good tool to use. And it's not very complicated. You kind of just record all the stuff, and then you kind of just turn some knobs, and it kind of just adjusts it almost automatically. And then, so that's one thing you can start doing to get that bit of out of key notes into play. I use also AutoTune a lot. The old one, not the subscription one, the one before it became subscription, and it still works perfectly fine. And there's actually a graphed version of it. But AutoTune also has a really nice tone to it. Like it adds kind of a bit of I don't know, like a nice higher end to it. Gives it a little sparkle. That's why I still like to use it, but I turn down like the auto part down a lot. Something to think about. Your vocals sounded, if I remember correctly, let me go back. The actual primary problem though is that you have way too much reverb mix on.
That's my bad. That was me playing with it while we were all in stream because I've been panicking over how it goes out of key for like a hair. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is me trying to figure out what I can do with it. But yeah.
Well, yeah. So that is your biggest problem on this track right now. Is the reverb is the mix is too high. So the thing about reverb is when you turn the mix on, it always makes everything sound further away. So the more the mix is, the further away the person's gonna sound, and the less it is, the more forward it comes. That's why I always do like when I do mixing, I do like 10, 15, maybe 20% max on a mix with reverb, or I do it as a bus. So that way you have the dry vocal, but the reverb's in the background. I do that a lot more on pop music. When I'm doing atmospheric stuff, I put it directly on. So just some thoughts, especially if like the vocal is like way too in your face, it's better to do directly on. Especially for like atmospheric songs, you kind of want to put it directly on. So this is a good example of something you can put it on, but I would reduce the mix a lot. Using I like to use SSL compressors for vocals compression, and I also like to do a little bit of tad of OTT to just give it a little bit of a shine. Some areas there that you can do for the vocals, and just in general, the vocals just sound like they're just far away and not really loud. So the production sounds smooth. I don't really think I had anything for the production side. Your vocals sound really good on this. I think you're just gonna have to get that just that processing correct, and you'll be good.
Do you think with all that processing, so like I had mentioned something about feeling like the warmth of it. Do you think with all that processing that it'll like have that warmth to it, and that's what I'm searching for?
So if you want to add warmth to it, I think it all
Like I
comes
think
down.
that's me just needing to sing it with more warmth. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting.
Oh, you're fine. It's not really the. Yeah, I think it really comes down to the processing, and the EQing of it is another factor in this. Are you wanting to be a little bit more upfront and a little bit like more in your face? Like what's your end goal here when it comes to the actual where the vocal sits in the mix?
I'm not even sure. I wanted it to feel like something you could listen to, just like hospital records would like play, very sunset, like drive kind of feel. You just want something chill. So I didn't need something in your face, but I mean, it needs to be definitely louder because I know the second half was you could barely hear it.
I would go for a little bit more drier feel, to be honest. I would love
Okay,
to
for
hear
sure.
this. I would love to hear this extremely clean, polished vocal up front, and then kind of going back into the drum and bass stuff. Like, I would like to hear your voice right here in my face, and then go back to doing some drum and bass stuff. You know, I think personally that's what I would want to hear.
For sure.
Yeah, just get a little bit more in tuned on focusing on how to do vocal processing, and I think it'll solve a lot of problems and vocal tuning.
For sure. Thank you so much. And spin the wheel.
Yeah, let's go. Flex Zone, let's go. We got Flex Zone still here. Looks like I'm not seeing a Flex Zone at the moment. Yeah, AUR, it looks like you are going to end up getting last. All right, Flex Zone, no Flex Zone. We're getting short on time, so I'm going to go ahead and go ahead. AUR, let's go. Come on up. And is this Atticus person here too? He'll just chat. All right. Okay, so we got Atticus here, and I saw 9 Days, so we're gonna do 2 minutes each, and then we'll do the grand prize, and then I gotta hop off. So AUR, you're not gonna come up today. Let's see. Just find you in the. Why am I blind? Oh. Damn it. Control find. It's not working. There we go. There we go. I was blind. All right, let's hop into it then. 6 people collab. Jeez Louise.
Water, one of the most powerful forces on Earth, capable of healing, fueling, destroying, creating life and pulling it away. It nurtures seedlings and crushes mountains, carves its way through nature, relying on nothing, nobody, meeting every challenge in its path. Remember, we are water. My skin was cool, the sky was dark. Nothing around me felt familiar. I couldn't hear my quiet heart, 'cause my thoughts were raging like a river. So lost, so lost, I couldn't make it stop. So lost, so lost. Then I felt the first drops al viento. Picked up your mar, stubborn fury, the cleansing floods destruyeron a me that hated everyone. Got respect on myself, found the sun that makes me hear those mouths. When I was drowning, that's when I found me. When I was drowning, that's when I found me.
All right, guys, that was AUR with the 100 collaborators on it. Dude, sick song, dude. I really like the anime vibes. Is it like Japanese? I don't strike me down for not knowing exactly, but I'm thinking Japanese vibes. But really cool. I liked it. I like the intro. The vocal in the sample on the intro is really nice. It's very clean and it's just a really great voice overall. The overall, I think the mix was really well done. I think I wrote something down here. So in like the build up kicks, I think that was like it was like dun 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 dun. It was just kind of like a sad build up. So I would definitely focus something where in there in the build up area. And then there's like these really anthematic synths that kind of feel like it almost comes out of nowhere after this sad build up. I would say some kind of drums in the build up and then give me a transition that's going to give me that big anthematic hit because it kind of feels like I'm not sure where like I wasn't expecting it really. I think it was like this part. I think the reason it doesn't feel like it's I think it's because she doesn't like change the way she sings that kind of makes it feel like it's not really anthematic. And also it just kind of doesn't feel like I wasn't ready for it. It didn't feel like it was an anthematic part based on her vocals. So at least give me a transition that shows me that that's coming. That's something I would think about there. We skipped ahead to the second drop. I didn't hear anything wrong with the first drop. I think the mix is really well done. You got the kick, you got the snare, it hits really well, and the blending of the atmosphere is really well done. I missed a solo guitar. I know we're running out of time, dude. I actually have to. I got two more, and gotta get it under 5 minutes. So, second drop, I think you could use a little bit more sidechain, and then when the vocals hit on top, I felt like they were a little bit loud, almost out of place in the mix wise. So just a couple little things. Overall, just some minor details. Super solid tune, dude. I think I love the atmosphere. I love the little twinkles and stuff. It's really well done. Just some minor details that I think would totally throw it right over the edge. But thank you so much for submitting today. And also, thank you for boosting the server. You are amazing. And I really appreciate it. Giving us all the benefits that we can use going forward. All right, guys. That was AUR with his ID. All right, so I guess we'll do night and day next, since we did have you picked earlier and you missed it. Now you're back, so hop on up here, night and day.
Hello. Is
Hey, how's it going?
Yo, what's up, dude?
It's,
It's
I
cool
think
that
that
it's working.
this is this your first time here, right?
I was here like I think, oh my gosh, like a month or two ago, but my mic wasn't working, and
Okay.
yeah, I never had
Okay.
time to come back just because, yeah, just like getting ready for school and stuff, and yeah,
Someone
moving
said,
up to Phoenix. So
yeah, dude. Well, oh, you're going to Phoenix, so you live in Arizona?
yeah, I'm from Tucson, born and
Oh,
raised.
I lived there like for like 2 years, not that long ago.
I actually, I think I saw like a bit of your ending set when you opened up for, I think it was Said This Guy.
No shit, dude.
Yeah, so but that was like before I even knew
Nice.
who you were, and then like later, like I like then like found more of your music. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn. Oh shit.
Yeah, so
That's
pretty cool.
crazy.
Yeah, quite
That
the
was when I
coincidence.
actually didn't have an identity on stage yet, and I was just wearing these stupid, goofy glasses.
Hey, hey, it was still cool.
It did look cool, like from the audience point of view. But yes, dude. All right, what you got for me today?
I made this yesterday when I was sitting in Firestone waiting for my car to be done. It's pretty short, but yeah.
Sweet.
It's like a dub bassy song,
Okay.
I guess you could say. Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's check it out then.
Cool, yeah.
We can get real close. Move your way to the flow. We can get real low. Move your way to the flow. We can get real close. Move your way to the flow. We can get real low. Move your way to the flow.
Yeah, that's it.
Sick, dude. Is it what this falls under rhythm, doesn't it? This
Ah,
genre?
dude, I don't even know, bro. I just was making this. I think I was kind of going for like a rhythm dubstep, like vibe type thing.
Yeah.
Dude, it's weird. Yeah, I just kind of went with it.
Sunflorium says tear out, but it's definitely not tear out. Tear out is definitely more
I would say that's
scratchy.
like, yeah, like more like
Yeah,
Soul Valiant and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. This kind of has like the alienish feels. I think it's more rhythmy, if I'm gonna say
Okay,
something.
cool. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know. But what do I know? But so I think the sound design is really cool. Like this jump, 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 jump.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of variety on the drop could have been helpful. All I
Mm.
remember is jump, 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 to jump, jump, to jump. But I mean, the sound design's there, that's for sure. I think the only thing
Thank
I
you.
can pick out in the crowd is the kick felt really hard, like harder than it should.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
it's
Cool.
always good to have a good kick, but I don't know. It felt like it was punching too much sub or something. I'm not really entirely sure.
Mm.
One of those things that I had to detail I had to play with to really know what I'm looking for, but just felt like it was just slightly too much. But some people might actually like that. It felt a little clunky. I don't know, but
Yeah, no, yeah, I feel what you mean. Yeah.
and then I think I wrote down it was a fake out, and I think it was just kind of like a fake out where again it needed some kind of transition or something that lets me know when the drop's gonna hit. Because let me hear. I'm gonna go back real quick. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like something weirdly comes in earlier. I don't know.
Move your way to the flow.
It's a trippy fake out, and it doesn't. I don't feel like my brain is understanding when to start headbanging. So maybe do like a little quick wind up sound, and then like and then like I don't know, some kind of filler or something that just says we're dropping now. You know,
Okay.
because it sounds to me like you have a fake out come in, and it comes in on 3, but it's just slightly confusing. So I would find a way to connect those dots just a little bit better. But other than that, for just doing this in what you said, an airport, or
It was like a mechanic shop lobby.
yeah,
I just brought my laptop and headphones
yeah, for
yesterday.
just doing that in a shop, I mean, it sounds solid, dude.
Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for sending and being here, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good one, dude.
You too.
All right, Atticus. Atticus, I have the high ground. Hop on up here.
Well, hello.
Well, howdy ho. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
You had to wait the whole stream just to get picked.
Yep. This song here, I had no idea on how to do a build up, so it goes from a piano to the drop with a quick riser because I had no idea how to do a build up for this because it is quite interesting. I was doing some sound design in Serum, and I just got a good melody and I just threw it together, and I had no idea what the best way to do a build up or if it does need a build up. So I would like your input. A lot of people say they really like how it sounds just the way it is. So
Okay. Well, let me check it out and let's hop into it.
Yeah, the
I know.
second drop is just copy and paste.
Yeah, no worries. So, like, I gotta ask first. What is the goal for this song? Like, where are you trying to go with it?
Well, I just started working on it because I enjoyed the melody I came up with. Like, I just my main struggle, like I've been making music. It may not seem like it for this long, but for 7 years. But I just don't really open up FL Studio often.
Yeah.
Um, because my inspiration or I have trouble staying focused, so it's
Yeah.
hard for me to finish a song. And I managed to make this within 2 days, and I've been slowly going back to it and adding some more mixing and stuff, just small stuff. It's just I do struggle, but I'm quite proud of how this turns out. But what's your thoughts? Like my goal is to get this sounding clean and hopefully upload it soon.
Okay. I think I'm just trying to. So it's not supposed to be. Is it supposed to be like an EDM song or more
To be honest,
like a gaming song? Like what was the direction that you had in mind?
I don't know what kind of genre this is. I just
All right, just kind of putting stuff together.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So with that being said, just trying to figure out if there was like supposed to be a drop or something, but it sounds like this is like this da 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 da. Da. It's a catchy melody. I mean, I still remember it after I played it, so that's always I always say that's a good thing. Um, I'm definitely getting a very medieval sounding time type feel. Like I feel like if I went to one of those what is it those you know when people like dress up as medievals uh wear the suits of armor and jousts and stuff. I can't think of what it's called. I can imagine hearing something like that somewhere like there. It's just
Yeah,
Renaissance fair. Yeah, thank you.
I like the medieval times too, so that
Yeah,
kind of fits.
yeah. It definitely gave me some medieval stuff. Um, I would probably first of all start off by investing in a higher quality piano if you have the budget for it, because your piano
um,
sounds very stock or like built in.
it's true piano.
Then I think the next thing, so there's many different kinds of pianos. I don't know. I don't think I know that one specifically. Like for me,
Ah,
I use Grandier or I use Giant Piano. That's a really good one. And they have a lot of good settings. And then the second thing I would work on with that is the velocity of the keys, because it sounds like you have one velocity across all the keys. And if you want it to sound more natural and realistic, you need to have a turn that velocity off and kind of just if you have a keyboard that lets you do it, you have to do it that way. But if you can't, then you have to go in the MIDI and kind of adjust some stuff. So not
well,
everything is just
I
one solid hard tune.
everything was placed by hand. I don't know how to play the MIDI. I just place every note by hand.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I would definitely then you might have to go in and use the MIDI velocity control and try and
Yeah,
just manually do it on each one, just so like that way not everything is like da 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 da, because every note you convey velocity wise is sets a tone for an emotion, and when you're like pounding the keys, it sounds really hard
yeah.
and more for dramatic stuff. But just a thought there. um
I've been I try to mess with the velocities. Like FS Studio has this thing where you can click on humanize and it humanizes it, and
yeah,
I guess it does a little bit, but I still have to go in and work on it.
yeah,
And I hope that I can get it sounding good. That's been my main struggle because I keep on hearing these clippings. I'm like, why is it clipping? I don't like this. Like when the
yeah,
notes hit out all at once. I've been trying to work on that.
yeah, for sure. um well, let me get through this real quick. I actually have to hop off here very shortly. My wife is yelling at me through the messages. I
Okay.
wanted to say, when the rest of the instruments come in, try adding some atmospheric sounds and some pads to try to fill up some of the blanks. um Well, that was really it. I think I also said it kind of reminded me of Ocarina of Time, but dude, I'm sorry I have to cut this short because I'm
No,
actually
it's all
way
right.
over the time it's supposed to be. But thank you so much for submitting. I'm gonna do the wheel real quick, and then I gotta pop off. So, but dude, thank you so much for sending. I really like the melodies, very medieval stuff. So definitely keep working on it. I hope what little time I had, I gave you a little bit of value, but appreciate you dropping your song, man, and trusting it with me.
No problem.
Cool. Thanks a lot, man. I'll see you later.
See ya.
All right. All right, guys. Hold on. Bring her to me. So we don't have a lot of people here, so I'm going to just quickly write up some names who are here who have submitted. So we went through everybody, so I already know everyone's names. Night and Day, Sunfloor, Milk. Let's see, Magic Angel did, no one did, and Carmen. Okay, so these are the names I have. These are the people that are here. Look at that. Less people means higher chance of winning. So the first one is going to be a 300 coin reward. The second one is going to be a fast pass. Just so we're all aware of what's going to happen. Why do I have balloons popping up? Okay, so who wants to say it? Who wants to say it? There we go. Spin that wheel. All right, who's going to get the 300 coins? No one. No one's getting 300 coins. Head up Latte in the caddy shop, and Latte is our coin master. He's going to hook you up with that 300 coins. All right. So next up is the fast pass. So if you win a prize, you do get kicked off. So sorry if you wanted the fast pass. Here we go. Spin that wheel. Milkman. Milkman got the fast pass. Look at you. All right. Latte, can you please save the name and get him on the list for the next one? Everybody, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining. And to all of you who stayed here a long time, I see some people out there that didn't submit, like Neri Night. Thank you so much for being here and just attending. And KHR5, Chris, I think, Firefly. I know you from Instagram. Thank you so much for joining. I would love to chat with you, Firefly, but I actually have to hop off right now. Mechakiam, thank you so much for joining. My lore chaser, you're awesome. You've been helping me build the lore, so thank you so much. AUR, you've been helping me with so many things too. Thank you guys so much. Everybody, appreciate you joining. I hope to see you all again next Friday. Love you guys, and let's just keep making some bangers, okay? Later, guys. Talk to you later.